Hello Sagittarius, Elsie here to do a reading. It is for the week ahead. How you doing, Sag? Thank you so much for clicking here. I appreciate you. Got some oracles. We're going to get the feels for the week ahead. And this might be for the week ahead for you, but whenever you get it, today, tomorrow, next year, it could be in that time frame for you. Not everybody is doing the same thing. Not all of this. This will not resonate for everyone. It is a general reading. I've pulled out the oracles, the moonology oracles, because we got so much going on planetarily, plus we got a full moon, and I think just as I'm reading this, we just slipped into Sunday, but Saturday was the full moon in Aquarius, right? And before that, the day before we had the Lionsgate portal. So there's a whole lot going on astrologically. I thought it would be appropriate to use this moonology deck. Let's find out what's going on. And at the end of this reading, Sag, I'm going to tell you about the sales that are on for private reads. Also tell you how to get the extended if you want to do that. But for now, thanks for showing up here. And if you're brand new and you are going to stay, I hope you do. We have a very big Sagittarius tribe here, of which I'm part of. It's in my rising. Let's find out what's going on for Sag. Sagittarius, we have be bold and make the first move. I like that because look, that is Queen of Wands energy, very bold. Be bold and make the first move. And that doesn't always mean in relationship. It could mean that before, like after you have dropped off your CV or your resume to the business, maybe you want to wait 7 days and call them back and say, hey, did you get my thing? Be bold and make the first move. The universe favors the bold. So there's a bold move that needs to be made here. Tell me more about Sagittarius. And I don't think you have a problem being bold, Sag. Tell me about Sag. We've got the fates. It is time. It's time for you to do it. We've got clean it up. Look, it feels like you are about to make a really bold move in a fated moment. You're right here at the precipice of where you're supposed to be right now, ready to take a leap into something. I think card 17 is telling me it's something you've hoped for or have been manifesting possibly. 17 is the star in the major arcana in the tarot. And so being bold and making the first move towards some sort of a manifestation, it feels like the fates are involved and you don't see that, but something is about to show up here for you. Because I feel like you are cleaning up things. When we begin to clean out closets and clean out rooms, and we're always making room for more clean energy, right? We're cleaning out the old and making room for the new. And so it says here, you are good enough. Full moon in Virgo, maybe you've been really hard on yourself, thinking that you don't have the right manifestation or the manifestation is not showing up. But it feels like you're about to, I think the part that you maybe had forgotten is you can't just make the manifestation and sit around and wait for it. You've actually got to take action to make that thing happen, for it to come racing at you. This is a surrender deck, and so I thought it would be appropriate, since we're in full moon energy, to see what you might want to surrender, because full moons are all about the release. What have we got here? Surrender to procrastination. I like it. Oh, isn't this interesting? Look at that paradox. Surrender to non-action and surrender to Oh, I guess it's really not a paradox. It's kind of like the same thing, isn't it? Procrastination and non-action. Anyway, so we got surrender to procrastination. It says now is the time. I think I said that already. Now is the time to jump on a goal instead of putting it off. Take action. Taking action will attract success. That's exactly what I was saying here, that you can't just hope for it and then just wait on your sofa for it while you're snacking and watching your favorite show. You've got to take action. In fact, you have to make bold moves so the universe knows that you are actually really serious about the thing that you want. Bottom of the deck, it says surrender to non-action. Now's the time. Oh yeah, that's why I was saying it's a paradox, because one is about getting up and taking action, the other one is to not take action. So it could be for different groups of you, right? It says now is the time to be still and not act. Simply breathe and focus on your own power. Let others come to you. So I think it's a little bit of both. I think you need to get out of your procrastination. And then once you get out of your procrastination and move forward, clean up your obstacles or clean out whatever you need to clean out in order to invite in new energy. And that means if your house is cluttered, maybe you just need to clean out some closets and rooms and make space for people to arrive or for more energy to arrive. Let's talk about tarot. Tell me about Sagittarius and Moon rising, Venus and Jupiter. What else do we need to know about Sag? Sagittarius. We've got the Hermit, the Hierophant, and the Queen of Swords. All right. Oh, got a card from another deck in here. I'll just tell you, it's the Ace of Swords. So it feels like there is communication, that something needs to be said. You can't just receive the clarity. You've got to really take action on the clarity, is what it feels like. We've got the Two of Cups here. It feels like there is somebody here that you might have a bond with, possibly, or maybe you are trying to manifest a bond with somebody, a friendship, a romantic relationship. That is the future energy. Bottom of the deck for me is always what's going on under the surface. So we have be bold and make the first move. I think you're trying to figure out which move is best for you. And also I feel like you are trying to go over the particulars about yourself. Am I ready? Do I have enough? Should I do this right now? It feels like you're ready to make a bold move or to take some action, as it says here. Taking action will attract success, and 17 is the attraction, right? I feel like by simply getting up and doing something that you will attract what is for you. So the Hermit energy tells me that you've been hermiting for a while, that you've maybe been waiting for something to happen, but it's all energy is pointing towards you making a big, bold move. We do have the Hierophant energy, and it is coming up with the fates. I feel like this is a fated time possibly for you to build a structure that will be strong and stand the test of time. It feels like with the Hierophant energy, the Hierophant is the one who is on the path, not leaving the path, doing the right thing, and is building a structure. This also could be corporation. Maybe you're building a business. But it feels like you have to take action on that. If you want the YouTube channel, you've got to start making videos. If you want to do e-commerce, you've got to build the website. So I feel like you have to build the structure. And if you do, the structure will stand the test of time as long as you're loyal to the cause, because Taurus is very loyal. We do have surrender, procrastination. There she is, standing up. That's the one who is standing up for herself. I say she because there's a woman on the deck, but we're not reading body parts here. We're talking feminine or masculine energies. So whether you're feminine leaning or masculine leaning, now is the time to jump on a goal instead of putting it off. Standing up for yourself, speaking for yourself, speaking honestly and truthfully to people who wouldn't hear you otherwise. It feels like it's time for you to put up your boundaries, invite people in, invite in your manifestation. Yeah, it's time for you to be honest with yourself about really what are you doing to push toward your goal. We do have Temperance, we have the 8 of Pentacles, and we have the Strength card. It does feel like you have been holding back. Possibly it's because of analysis paralysis. With the 8 of Pentacles, it's perfectionism might be the problem for you, Sag. That you're like, but what if I do it and then I do it wrong? Or I don't have enough information. Maybe I need more schooling. Maybe I need to study more. Maybe I need to know more things. It feels like with the Temperance energy, it's telling me there's no time like the present. It is the moment of alchemy. And so Temperance being the major arcana along with the Hermit, I don't think that you could avoid the Hermit energy. I think you were supposed to be there to do the self-audit. But now I feel like with Temperance here as well, the self-audit, it's like it's time for you to come out of Hermit energy because the Temperance card is here. It's time for you to strike the balance and figure out what you're going to do. You need to stand up and stop overthinking it. Stop over-preparing for it. I've got 2 cards here which are Virgo. Stop being so hard on yourself. So it does feel like with the Strength here that it is something that you're very passionate about, that you want to have courage, you want to make the big bold move. She's holding this lion back, but if she lets it go, right, who knows what's going to happen. And lions are powerful. I feel like you're powerful and you need to get up and make the first move toward the fates, and then the fates will be attracted to you, realizing that you actually do want this to go off without a hitch here. Tell me about Hierophant. You also could be somebody who's quite stubborn in your energy. You don't have to be Taurus. Many of the signs, many of them have this kind of energy where they won't take a step forward unless they're really completely and totally sure. So it's not only Taurus that's stubborn. There's many fixed signs, also many cardinal signs. that are that way as well. We do have the Devil energy, we have the 8 of Cups, and we have the 4 of Pentacles. So I feel like it is time for you to stop holding back, is what it says here, Sag. Whatever it is that you want to do, whatever the subject matter is for you, and you've always got to bring your discernment here, right? Queen of Swords is asking you to bring your discernment to know whether this is your reading. The Devil energy is here with the 8 of Cups. The 8 of Cups is about detachment. I feel like you are finally detaching from holding back. It feels like you have been looking for the 2 of Cups. We did see the 2 of Cups on the bottom of the deck before. It looks like you've been looking for the 2 of Cups. So looking for that special bond or looking for that special person possibly. The Devil energy is here. It's this, again, this fear, right? Fear of not doing it right, fear of being attached to the past, fear of past things coming into the present moment because this is an attachment, right? It feels like somebody here is probably very stuck in their ways as well. They don't want to change. I don't want to have to change. I want to stay the same person that I am, but I want my manifestations to come get me. And I'm sorry if that's you, but that's not how this shit works. You have to show the universe that you really mean business and that you really do want it. And the only way you can do that is if you stop holding back, detach from your fears, and start moving forward in a very strong way and start building that foundation that you need in order to rest your structure. On top of it here, tell me about the Queen of Swords and surrendering to procrastination. It's time to speak up, is what it is. We've got the 4 of Swords, we've got the Page of Pentacles, and we've got the 2 of Swords. The Empress is on the bottom of the deck. You know what? As long as I've been reading cards when the Queen of Swords and the Empress are on deck at the same time, for me, this is your last lesson. And for me, it's, as a reader, it's the hardest lesson. The hardest lesson is the one to stand up and be honest, because guess what? Honesty doesn't win you friends. Doing challenges, doing trends, all those sort of cringe things where people just want you to blend in with them, follow them and do what they're doing. I feel like the Queen of Swords isn't down with that. The Queen of Swords is the one who's standing up and saying, look, I'm just going to speak the truth. That is really cringe as hell. Stop following other people. I feel like you are removing a block. It feels like with this, we got 4, 6, and 7, that there was something under the surface that you weren't sure about. And it feels like you're going to stop lying to yourself. Now it's the time to bring out the truth and bring it to the surface. Instead of it being in the mind, the state of the mind here, it's time to materialize something in the 3D, even if it's really little. Look, all those little steps that we take toward our goals, they all add up. They all add up to the goal. So I think that this is the problem here. We've got Virgo energy, Virgo energy, Virgo energy, and it feels like you are really hard on yourself about not being perfect. And you don't have to be perfect. Oh, I just heard Pink say, you're perfect to me. Yeah, so the song, right? Perfect is what I'm hearing in my head. So I feel like you're on the way to being the Empress, and I think that this is your last lesson. And once you master the Queen of Swords energy, which is being honest, being truthful, even when your knees shake, you've got to say the truth. You've got to stand up. And that is really what is going to be the metaphorical cleaning out of the closets, cleaning out the room. That these building blocks here, you are building yourself into the Empress. It's time for you to stop feeling pressured, or time for you to stop to start realizing that you never did have to carry all 10 wands, right? Got 2 wands here, which indicates that it's time to make a decision. Got 1 wand pointing up, I'm ready to go. That leaves 7 wands here, which is I'm feeling really defensive about it, and that's why I carry it around. So I feel like you're ready to step into the Empress energy, whether you're feminine or masculine, because Taurus and Libra here. Taurus is feminine energy, and Swords, Libra, that's masculine energy. Look, we're going to go into the extended. We're going to talk more about this because I go there and I clarify all of this, and we figure out all the details of what's going on. I'm going to put down 3 cards here, and we're going to talk about the advice that universe wants to give you. We're going to talk about that, and we'll clarify that as well. If you're interested in coming into the extension with us, please look in the pinned comment. You can see at the very top of all of the comments, at the very top of all of the comments and under the video, the first pinned comment is where you'll find all the information, no matter whether I have a sale or not, but I do have a sale on private reads. So first of all, if you'd like to purchase just this extended, you can do that. There is a link in the in the pinned comment if you would like to just purchase this particular read, the extended for this, or if you would like to come into the membership area. If you're looking at extendeds for more than one read, it's just one small price per month. If you would like all the extendeds, you could go there. And if you are interested in a private reading, I'm doing private readings that are pre-recorded, and I'm caught up on all of those, so this would be the best time for you to get a decent turnaround time on your reading. And if you're interested in a live reading, you can do that. There are sales. That's where all the sales are, is on the live readings. Take a look at my schedule and schedule yourself. You will get a discount merely for just scheduling in advance. And please take a look at the deals. So there's between $5 and $75, $5 and 75% off of your calls with me. Let's find out. And I've been having so much fun talking to y'all on the phone. It's been so much fun. All right, let's find out what's going on. Sag, we've got the Justice card, we've got the Seven of Wands, and we have the World card. Well, look at that. Something I feel is you're about to close a cycle and have the biggest accomplishment, which I feel is stepping into the Empress energy after you learn this lesson. I feel like no more procrastination, no more blocks, no more keeping it in your head. Now I think you're pulling it into the 3D here from what you've been thinking about, and that's going to give you harmony and balance. But also, this Libra energy here is, this Justice energy is karmic balance. It's karmic restoration. You're about to make a really big move, a bold move, and I feel like it's going to end up being restorative for you. You're going to end up restoring your balance. You're going to end up feeling in this energy of harmony. I feel like you're finally standing up for yourself with the Seven of Wands, and that it's time to close this chapter and say, you know what? You're either on the bus or under it, man. You're either with me or against me, because I've got things to do. I can no longer procrastinate and wait for people to show up to say, yeah, I'm going to come with you. It's not time for that. I feel like it's time to clean it up so we can go forward. Bottom of the deck, we have the Star. The Star is right here. And that's what I was saying. This is your manifestation, and it is time for you to feel the hope. All this time you've been hoping, Sag, that something was going to come in, whether that's a relationship or a new job or a new idea or building your business. It's here. It's right here. You just have to show the universe you want it by stopping with the procrastination. Let's go into the extended. I hope I will see you there, but if I don't, that's okay, because I'll be back, Sag. I'll be back with more readings. Love you guys. And I'll be back because I'm always back. See you then. Bye-bye.